I was to think about when I was younger and think about the distance between who I am right now and who I was right then, the one thing that still exists is this feeling of loving adventure. Somehow I had this book, and it's called The Lone Rider. It's by Elspeth Beard, and it's about the first woman to ever ride around the world on a motorbike. I read her story and I just was like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to be like her. I want to experience that sense of being a pioneer or doing something really outlandish or doing something that people wouldn't expect you to be able to do. The thing was, I wasn't going to be able to do an adventure like hers. I came out of hospital as a paraplegic when I was 18 years old, and everyone around me told me that there was things I couldn't do or places I couldn't go. It was all about the things you can't do. That's all I was focused on or able to think about. To try and combat that feeling, I've always tried to find alternative ways to overcome those barriers. I'm paralyzed. There's so much that I physically can't do, and there's no way around it. But if there's things that I can find that can help me get there, that's like gold dust. That's what I seek. That's what helps me redefine what being disabled actually is. How do I adapt this vision of mine, but in my form? That's how I do this. The search to find the vehicle for which I could do the trip began, and I looked and I looked and I looked, and then I found Can-Am. So the anniversary of my injury is the 18th of August. The anniversary was looming. I wanted to be doing something or have just done something that would make the younger me go, what? What do I need to do? And then it just was like light bulb. I just need to go on that big adventure. And I'm just going to ride to LA. That's what I'm going to do. He's going to be in for it.
Hey.
Hi, Job. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So have you got a minute? I just want to ask you something. You know how I've been thinking about my anniversary and the fact that it's such a big one and I want to be doing something monumental for it? Well, yes. I've come up with an idea. I'd like to ride across America on a Can-Am Spyder.
I think you're insane. A trip all the way across America on a bike? I mean...
It would be the trip of a lifetime. It would be experience, an unforgettable thing, and it also would be something that I never would have thought I could do.
That's mental. It's such a long way. I'm game. Let's make it work. I'm up for it. If you can pull it off, I'm in.
Okay, that's it. Step one. I love you. That's all I needed to hear.
Mental, but yeah.
Okay, America, here we come. I needed to get to LA for the anniversary, and that was 19 days from when we arrived. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to wake up every morning feeling on top of the world, feeling as free as I possibly ever had. I hadn't thought any more than this is just going to be an adventure, it's going to be fun. I had not prepared for what would happen next. Touchdown in DC. And now, Oh my God, we're going on a night ride around DC. Oh my God, we're gonna meet Matt from the Road Warrior Foundation. It's 11:30, which means it's about, 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. You know, sleep when you're dead kind of thing. Officially the beginning of the journey, starting here in DC, and I don't even know how many miles or how many hours to go, but it already feels like the best trip ever. Sport vehicle started! Look at this! Hand controls, so I can drive it if I need to. Push pull, all our gear, spare chair. Driving this all the way to LA. Excellent. Nice. You know, like you're taking orders at McDonald's. The whole adventure is about to start. It's the 1st of August. Spyder was ready. The car with hand controls is there. So we hit the road. First leg done.
Oh yeah? How you feeling?
Oh mate, I'm so happy. I'm feeling great. It's so comfortable and easy and chilled, you know? Relax and...
That was just the coolest thing.
Then Matt peeled off. He had to go back. And then it was time for us to go on to the next leg of our journey. And this is just the two of us. So today, put in that I'm going to ride about 10 hours non-stop. It's just missioning it through these states. It's absolutely amazing. I could do this for the rest of my life. Literally for the rest of my life.
Storm slamming the west at this hour, then heading right across the country. Torrential rain damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour.
The flood watch is in place for many western South Dakota counties.
That road sign telling drivers to turn around. And the rains here, they're expected to continue.
So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We've woken up to rain, which is a bit tricky because we're going to try and do a 12-hour day today. Get as far as we possibly can. So get the miles under us so we can actually start to sort of relax and enjoy the journey a bit more instead of just being on the mission. So hopefully the rain will clear soon and it'll start to become a bit easier conditions. But this is part of the journey, isn't it? I had planned about 7 hours of driving a day. Yeah, that all went to shit. Show. Absolute shit show. Might as well be in England, to be honest. It's pissing with rain. I'm soaked. I've only been out the door for like 5 minutes. I'm trying to see the silver lining. Where is it?
It's grey everywhere.
Uh-oh. The support vehicle has just come on with a warning light. They're giving us a car, but it's not got hand controls. Fingers crossed my body can sustain the hours and hours and hours. Thinking I can bite off more than I can chew. Oh well, never mind. The journey continues. Just to give context, I'm paralyzed from here down. So that from there down, I've got no movement, which means I've got no core support. So when I'm on the bike, you know, I'm stable, but I don't have the muscles to protect me and keep me in the right position. I've also got metalwork that's in the spine around the injury. We've been on the road for the best part of a week, driving at least 10-hour days. The metalwork in my spine is saying, what are you doing? I was not happy. I was not like loving life. I was questioning why I was doing it. But that always makes me feel like there's gonna be a turning point in a minute. There's gonna be something good around the corner. Something epic's gonna happen. There's this clearing in the weather and the sun comes out and all of the shit from the last week is just gone.
This was what the trip was meant to be about. This is why I'm so grateful to be alive. Hello, beautiful. How you doing? I'm currently, well, I'm heading west, and I'm on the final leg of my massive cross America journey. And I wondered if you wanted to come and join me for the last bit.
Hell yeah.
I love you. Okay, so I found a spot, right, which is somewhere in the desert. I've got a pin, and I can share the location, and I'll tell you what time to meet. But if we meet there tomorrow, what do you think?
Which desert where?
It's near Bend in Oregon.
Okay, that's gonna be probably like 12 hours from where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah? Amazing. You've just made my day. This is going to be so much fun. I mean, the last leg is going to be, I think, the best bit of the trip.
Oh, for sure. It's gonna be so cool.
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. But it's been really hot in California. This is like the hottest time of year. So just be prepared for some heat on a ride.
Okay. Okay.
Or they'll say it's gonna be the 90s and it's over 100. So.
Okay. Do we have to worry?
It might not be pleasant for some of certain areas.
We'll got this. All right, we'll do this. Okay, I will see you in the desert tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Oh, safe travels. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
So the next thing I know, I'm back on the Can-Am, riding out towards Bend. We've been given a pin, a location. It's weird little windy roads, drive into the desert. I'm sitting there with my friend waiting. My friend Christina then arrives. And the next thing we know, this man called Harrison turns up who runs a project called Project Airtime. And within 30 seconds, we're in his Jeep, and we're driving up to the top of this hill, and he's got his adapted paraglider out, and I'm sitting in it, and we are off. But this time, we're up in the air for 40 minutes.
I think in these moments, I have this profound question in my mind of what does it mean to be disabled and be able to do this, to be able to fly and be paralyzed. That's when I start to break down barriers in my thinking of what it means to be disabled.
I've never experienced something like that in my life.
I, in that moment, felt every Every road, every path, everything that had gone wrong in my life had happened for a reason. I'd come to this amazing experience. It didn't matter I'm paralyzed, doesn't matter I can't walk, doesn't matter all the other shit that I had to deal with. None of it matters. Gone. For me, this was going to be the best bit. It was like, this is the bit that everyone talks about. You know, you've got the redwoods coming up, you've got all of that stuff going on, you're going down the Pacific. Amazing. I've been hyped about this part of the journey. And then basically, the weather starts to get a little bit warmer. So we're like taking layers off and starting to try and like, you know, adapt. You're not in a car, so you can't just whack your aircon on. So you're sitting there in the sun. As we start going south, it just starts getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And this is where my plan for the worst and hope for the best planned thing goes out the window.
Oh, I'm so tired and there's so much pain. 4 ibuprofen, 2 Tylenol, more Tylenol in the morning. This isn't what I signed up for, Bob. That. In my hood.
Well, I reckon put that in there because then you can rest your hands on it. It loads in.
Yeah. Oh. Shit.
Okay. All right.
I'm a rolling ice.
Let's get on the road.
Icicle.
Big story in the weather department is the scorching heat that many of us are already feeling, and unfortunately we're going to be feeling for the next several days.
And the West Coast bracing for another heat wave after last week's scorching temperatures.
And now another potentially deadly heat dome is expected over much of the West by this weekend.
As we progress down and the traffic gets heavier, the stopping on the freeways and all of that starts to intensify the whole thing. And at this point, I literally feel like I'm cooking. I'm in an oven.
110 degrees Fahrenheit out here.
I mean, I don't want to be dramatic, but I feel like it's not safe to be outside. I'm so hot. And I'm just, all I'm worried when I'm riding is just terrified my legs are burning in the sun. I actually don't feel like I can ride. I feel like I should be riding.
I'm not meant to be out in temperatures like that. My body cannot sustain it. A spinal cord injury on a bike, in that exposure, in that heat, should not have been doing it.
It's so hot. I've only been riding an hour and I actually can't do it. I've had to pull over and I'm hugging a bag of ice and I'm actually having a full-on panic attack because I don't really know what to do. I've got a 3.5 hour drive ahead and I don't think I can do it.
I don't know what the plan is. The plan's gone out the window.
Going into Yosemite an early morning start.
I'm not doing an early morning start. I can't do an early morning start. Oh God, is it really?
It is.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have you. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it every time so far.
But by the time I hit Yosemite, I'm physically on zero. In fact, I'm in the red. I'm on reserve. There's nothing left in the tank, and in quite a lot of pain at this point. Going into Yosemite in the morning, I sat on the back and my friend rode in. Obviously, you get in to Yosemite and words just fail you, Coming through that tunnel and then it opens up. Thought it would be like this fun experience. I didn't really think it would be such a sort of transformative experience, right? All the way through has been this feeling of extreme gratitude, which I find really overwhelming. I think because so many people kind of look at people like me and think, you know, they feel sorry for me or feel sorry for us. And like we don't have a very lucky existence, but I don't feel that way at all. I feel so lucky, I feel so privileged. Just, yeah, the world is opening up for people like me and it's just magical. Oh, I wish my mum and dad were here. The end of a journey is always so bittersweet. It's always this like, you know, it's about to end, and there's also that joy of like, oh, it's about to end. Thank God. I have been on the road at this point nearly a month, and I was just like, I am done. I am done. Being on the move was taking its toll. This massive journey, literally, metaphorically, all of that is ending, but it's just beginning.
If you were sitting next to your 18-year-old self in a hospital bed, what would you tell her? What would you tell 18-year-old Sophie?
Oh, it makes me emotional. I think about her a lot. I think about having a conversation with her, and that even though, yes, she'll never recover her body, and that she'll never walk again, and she'll never do all those things that she loved so much, and all of that she lost, it's gonna be all right. It's all gonna be all right. It's gonna be really hard, and unfortunately, that's not the hardest thing you're gonna go through either. there'll be harder things that come along. She does motivate me, but also I'm very happy to leave her in the past. She was really sad. She was really scared. She was really unsure. And I'm none of those things anymore. And think, this is 20 years. Where was I 20 years ago? I was nearly dead. Where am I now? I'm the most alive I've probably ever been.